Hey y'all, Chelsea and Danny here.
Enjoy this episode of Today's Homeowner here on YouTube.
These homeowners wanted a large master closet and a nice master bathroom. We're taking care of that on this week's show.
Welcome to Today's Homeowner with Danny Lipford. Get ready for a half hour full of projects, tips, and ideas to help you improve your home.
Welcome to the show this week. Now this section of this home is perfect to add an addition on because we have a nice simple hip roof over the existing house that will extend right out over the new slab. Now the new slab measures 9 foot by 20 foot. It's 180 square feet. That's all we need to accomplish everything the homeowners had in mind. And that's to take their existing small master closet and enlarge it to a nice walk-in closet. Take the existing bathroom that only has one lavatory and a small tub shower area and convert it to where we have a separate tub shower area and a second lavatory. That's a very common request for bathrooms that we build today. Now, we have this project started, and before this half hour is over, we'll have it complete. Stay with us. Welcome back to the show. Our bathroom addition project is moving along great, and we've gotten to the point where our brick masons have been able to get started on laying over 2,000 old solid bricks that will be needed to complete the exterior. Now let me catch you up on how we've gotten to this point. We started with this fairly simple ranch-style home that was built about 25 years ago on a concrete slab. We formed and poured the new slab that included a plastic vapor barrier and reinforcement wire. It took approximately 4 cubic yards of concrete to pour this slab, all of which had to be wheelbarrowed from the front yard. Now, after it dried for a couple days, we started framing all of our walls, and it only took a few hours to stand all of the walls. Then we moved on to our ceiling joist, roof rafters, decking, and felt. After that, our overhangs were completed to match the existing house. Our roofer used the same style and color of shingles that were used on the home, even though they don't match real well because the older shingles have faded quite a bit. A little bit of time will take care of that. The same is true for the bricks that are being laid. The new mortar just seems so much darker than the original mortar, but after it dries thoroughly and weathers a bit, it'll blend right in. Now, we've installed several windows in the addition, including 2 fixed units that have obscure glass for privacy and a fixed octagon window that'll allow natural light down into the water closet area. Now, to give you a better idea of the layout of this bathroom, let's take a look at the plans. The original bathroom was only 8 foot by 8 foot with 1 lavatory, 1 toilet, and a combined tub shower unit. After this addition, these homeowners will have a lot more room and 2 lavatories, a very large vanity, a separate tub shower unit, an enclosed toilet room, and a very spacious walk-in closet. You can get a good idea of how large this bathroom is by looking at the plans, but once you get inside, you can really see how much space the homeowners will have. I mean, just look at the vanity area here. This is over 10 foot long. We'll have a cultured marble top, the 2 lavatories, and a lot of cabinetry underneath. Also, they've decided to carry the mirror from the top of the vanity top all the way to just below the crown molding that'll be installed later. That means our glass contractor will have to drill the holes for the 3 lights that'll be mounted on the wall. But that's a great look. Now, they also have created a very nice space here in the corner for the tub they'll be installing. Now, this will not be a whirlpool tub. It'll be fairly long, 6 foot long. It'll be just what we call a garden tub or a soaker tub. No agitation from any whirlpool motor. A lot of people are going this way, not only to save cost, but they realize all they want is a larger tub, not necessarily a whirlpool. Also, the glass that we have here will provide plenty of natural light, but plenty of privacy right along with it. Well, we have a large area here, a large vanity here, and pretty good sized shower. The size of our shower is 3 foot by 5 foot, plenty of room for any bathroom. We have all of our moisture resistant drywall all in place, and our next step is to come in with our cultured marble, both on the pan as well as the walls. Now also, this shower has something that's become very popular. It's a body spray system that we'll look at just a little bit later in the show. Now, to completely enclose this shower, we'll have glass along here with the shower door, then a glass panel positioned on this half wall that will allow whoever's using the shower to benefit from some of the natural light coming in from this area of the bathroom. But you hate to have one of those dark showers that so many bathrooms have. Now, next to the shower, we have a nice linen closet, plenty of room for storage. Next to that, we have the water closet we mentioned, plenty of natural light coming in there as well. Now, all of this is laid out really nicely and really have utilized every square inch we have available. But just look at the size of this walk-in closet. After all of our shelving's in place and all of the closet rods, the homeowners will have all of the shelf space and hanging space they could possibly use. So that's something all of us could use, more and more closet space. Now, I've used the word cultured marble quite a bit over the last minute or so, talking about all of the countertop, the garden tub, as well as the shower walls and surface that we'll have here. Now, cultured marble is something that's certainly gained in popularity quite a bit over the years, and it's pretty interesting to see it made. We'll look at that in just a few minutes.
It's time to pick up a few tricks of the trade from Danny and home repair expert Joe Truini in this week's Simple Solution.
If you have a sizable paint job around your home, you may consider buying your paint in a 5-gallon bucket.
Well, there are definite advantages to buying paint in a 5-gallon pail. First of all, you don't have so many individual cans to carry around, and it's more economical. The problem is it's a lot harder to mix the paint when it's in such a big bucket.
Well, I've seen a few homeowners try to mix it with a mechanical mixer and end up with more paint on the floor than anywhere else.
Yeah, these work great. You can chuck them into a drill, but you have to be really careful because otherwise you can spray the paint all over the place. The trick that I've found that works really well is you just buy an extra lid to fit the paint bucket and drill a hole in it with a 7/8 inch diameter bit.
Okay.
And all you need to do is remove the lid that comes on the paint bucket, thread that through the hole, if you can hold that for me.
All right. Now, this seems like such a large diameter hole that you drilled.
Yeah, it's a little bigger than the diameter of the shaft, but what that allows you to do is it gives you a little extra room to move the mixer around so you get all the paint really mixed up well, because it's important to get it right down to the bottom of the bucket. Now, this is equally as important. Make sure you snap that on really well. Okay? Here we go.
Great, that seems to work well and no mess at all. When everything runs on schedule, a bathroom renovation project like this comes together pretty quick. Just over the last few days, we've seen a significant difference in the look of this bathroom. And one of the things that's taken place is the installation of the cultured marble tub, as well as all the cultured marble that makes up our custom shower. Now, out on the job today is our ceramic tile installers who are busy finishing up the installation of the 18x18 glazed tile that the homeowner selected. This really looks nice, and will look even better once they do all of the grouting around with a nice tan color. Now, that'll take place later today, and once they apply the grout, then everybody's out of the bathroom for at least a day to allow it to dry thoroughly. Now, before they were able to get started, a lot of other work took place. The first major change was the addition of the vanity cabinet, which filled the space between the bedroom wall and the half wall of the tub. Our finished carpenters then went to work installing the trim. 4-inch crown molding was hung all around the bathroom ceiling, while 3.5-inch baseboards went in along the floor. Now, they spaced the base moldings about 3/8 of an inch off the floor to accommodate the ceramic tile that would go in later in the project. In the closet, the guys began constructing the custom shelving system out of 1x4 cleats and medium-density fiberboard shelving material. This will maximize the space in an already generous closet. The cultured marble followed the trim, and the vanity was quickly transformed by the countertop with its integrated backsplash and lavatory bowls. The garden tub required a little support along the two walls before it was set into place, as well as a bit of shimming beneath it to ensure that the whole unit was level. In the shower location, the plumber carefully positioned the drain line and cemented it in place before the cultured marble shower pan was set on top of it. A small section of drywall had to be removed to make way for the built-in soap dish, and exact measurements were taken before the oversized shower wall panels were cut to fit on site. Adhesive was applied in golf ball sized clumps every 12 inches or so to secure the panels to the wall. Careful layout ensures that the panels accommodate the shower's plumbing and that the installation is clean. After the cultured marble was in, a little final trim work was done, and the woodwork was caulked, puttied, and primed before the tile setters went to work laying the ceramic floor tiles.
Most bathrooms that we work with end up with some type of ceramic floor. It's very durable, and there's a ton of different styles and designs that you can choose from, and it's really not that expensive. Now, another type of material that we're seeing a lot and using a lot, cultured marble. One reason I like it so much, it's so versatile. You can create a half-wall cap like this one with even the trim around the edge being cultured marble. We're even using it for the windowsill over here next to the tub. Now, another use for this, and something that you may be more familiar with, is countertops. And one of the nice things here with cultured marble, you're able to integrate your bowl right in to the making of the countertop itself. Now, what's really interesting is how this material is made. Cultured marble is actually a mixture of polyester resin and real marble dust. These components are mixed together with a color tint in a giant mixing vat to form a thick batter. Meanwhile, the form that the batter will go into is waxed and sprayed with a gel coat. The wax will help the marble release from the form when it dries, and the gel coat will harden and protect it. Next, the marble batter is scooped into the forms and spread out to thickly coat all of the surfaces. As the forms are covered, they're mechanically vibrated to release any air bubbles, ensuring that the finished product will have a smooth surface. When the resin cures, the marble is removed from the forms and the rough edges are ground off on the backside. Then finally, the front side is buffed and polished to a beautiful shine. And what you end up with is a tough, durable surface that'll last you a long time in your bathroom. Cultured marble is also very versatile to be able to create a wonderful whirlpool tub area like this, or all kinds of different bath vanities, or an endless different configuration of bathtubs and shower stalls. Now, as far as cost, if you were to have a plastic laminate top this size installed in your bathroom that's around 5 feet, cost you around $150, but you'll still have to buy the sink. Here with a cultured marble, including the sink, will run you around $250. If you're thinking granite, $600 plus the sink. Now, cultured marble is available in a lot of different colors, like the simulated marble look, and also you may choose a solid color like we have here. Either way, it's a great way to go. Now, stay with us. When we come back, we'll be checking in with our bathroom renovation that's really moving along well.
Now let's join Danny at the Home Center to check out this week's best new product, brought to you by the Home Depot.
Now, it may look like I'm on my way to the airport, but inside this rolling bag is virtually an entire cordless workshop. Now, over the years, the cordless tools have become so popular because they're a lot stronger than they used to be, and they last a lot longer. Well, Ryobi has put this kit together, and they call it the Works. Now, look what you get inside. You get the drill, which is probably one of the most common cordless tools. Then, you're going to make a mess as you do a few home improvements, so you have a vacuum cleaner, and all of the batteries are interchangeable with all of the cordless tools. All right, in addition to that, got your little circular saw here, the 5.5-inch blade. You have reciprocating saw, very popular these days in home improvement. Also, you have jigsaw. You can use that on almost any home improvement project. And flashlight. This really helps out. It's really neat because it sits right on the ground. If you're working under a sink, you can click that right on and adjust that exactly where you need that light. Really neat. Then, if you're trimming a few trees outside, you even have a cordless chainsaw, still again battery powered by the 18-volt battery. For recharging, you have a 1-hour charger that comes with this. And then along the side, you have several pockets here. Inside the pockets, this is a 41-piece accessory kit for all of the tools there, with driver bits, drill bits, a little bit of everything that you need there. And also some other places to store things such as extra blades, rip guide like this, and even an electronic measuring device. All of this together comes in a kit like this for only $269. Our ceramic tile floor is complete and really looks great, and that's enabled everybody else that needs to get out on the job to finish everything they needed to do, other than our painters, who's in the process of doing a little touch-up around here while we have everything covered up. But the homeowners did such a good job in selecting a type of ceramic that'll blend in so nicely with the new wood cabinets as well as the countertop. Now, one of the last big things that took place out on the job is our plumber was out installing all of our fixtures with the toilet, our shower trim, and all the lavatory faucets here on the long vanity that we've provided.
as well as the tub is all complete with everything involved in that, and our large shower is ready for use. Actually, the homeowners have already given it a trial run. Now, a large custom shower like this, there's a number of things to consider. First of all, it's a good idea to have a seat. You can see this one's about 10, 11 inches wide, and what's important is it slopes towards the center of the shower, which will allow the water to drain in. The same for our little cap here, where our shower enclosure sits right on top. Any water that gets in on the ledge will drain right back into the shower. Also, one of the things that's kind of nice about this particular shower is the body spray that it has in it. Now, larger custom showers many times will have multi-head shower heads, and we've even put in as many as 8 in some showers. But when you put in multi-heads like that, you generally have to have the plumber run a secondary line to supply more water to that shower. This particular system didn't require that. It's called the Delta Exo system. It's fairly unique because it installs much like a traditional shower valve. This particular one also has a little shower wand that slides up and down depending on the height of the person, and of course the traditional shower head as well. But here's how it works. First of all, you turn it on, and that takes care of the regular shower head. By rotating this around, can activate some of the other sprays or combinations of those sprays. Here you have the bottom sprays, and you move it on around. You can have just the wand, or you can have a combination of all of the above. This is really great because you can get the experience of the multi-headed shower at a lot more reasonable cost. Now, they've already started using this, and I don't blame them. They've also moved into their walk-in closet, but I'll give you a sneak peek. This closet is set up perfectly. Over on this side, we have 2 rods, one at 7 foot, one at 3.5, so plenty of space for slacks, shirts, jackets, almost anything. Up on top, plenty of storage for shoes. And over here, we have just 1 rod at 7.5, so you have plenty of long hanging space and a little storage underneath. Over on this side, you have the 2 rods with a shelf in the middle for a little extra storage, and then several shelves over here for kind of the miscellaneous. And to make sure you're looking right before you head out the door, full-length mirror right on the back of the door. Now, when we come back, we'll show you this project completed.
Let's head outside for Around the Yard with Danny and lawn and garden expert Tricia Craven-Worley. Brought to you by TimberTech Composite Decking. Less work, more life.
Well, Tricia, you have such a wonderful garden, but with this many different plants, it seems like you would spend all your time at the garden center.
Well, I do spend a fair share of time there, Danny, but you know, there are so many different ways that you can get plants from your own garden. You can propagate them, you can take slips off of them, and another way that you can increase the amount of flowers you have is by harvesting seeds.
Okay, now harvesting seeds, I don't have a clue even how to start with that.
Well, it's not as difficult as you think. Well, now this plant here that looks pretty bad right now,
Sure does.
This was a beautiful scabiosa.
No, that's not a very nice name for a plant.
I think it's one of the ugliest names I can think of. Actually, it's a very lovely plant, a very beautiful flower that's very soft and lavender colors. But right now, it looks dead.
Okay.
And it's actually just getting ready for the next season. But what we're going to do is I am going to cut off these spent blossoms. And you can see, well, this is really a lot of it has already fallen off and self-seeded. But what I want to do is I want to plant some of these in another part of my garden next year. So I am going to take these dead heads and put them in this bag.
Okay, so you use a paper bag. What about a plastic bag?
Well, I use a paper bag because we don't want this to get humid. So if you were to use a plastic bag, it would not be a good idea because it might rot.
I see, okay. And then so after you put all of these in the bag, then you, what, just store them until spring?
Well, you can shake them, but if you store them till spring, chances are they will fall off by themselves, and by that time they'll be ready for planting.
Well, our bathroom addition project is completely finished, and now that it's been out in the elements for a little while, it blends in very nicely with the existing house. Now, by building this addition, the homeowners got just the kind of bathroom they've been dreaming about. One that's very spacious, lots of countertop space, knee space in the vanity, a nice corner tub with plenty of natural light, and a large spacious shower with multi-shower heads and a seat as well. Now, if you're thinking of building an addition to your home for a bathroom, maybe we've given you some good ideas this week. I'm Danny Lipford. Hope to see you next week. Next week, an old deck gets replaced, but not with wood.
Thanks for watching this episode of Today's Homeowner. And don't forget to like, comment, and hit the bell icon so that you'll be notified of new videos.
And be sure to click around and watch some more videos while you're here.